Roger, Papa Delta Lima, and what's the name there?
Roger, Papa Delta Lima, and what's the name there?
Name on this end is Mark. Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo.
Roger, Mark, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Roger, Mark, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
I am in Evansville, Indiana.
All right, Mark, and what radio are you running today, sir?
All right, Mark, and what radio are you running today, sir?
Well, it's a brand new radio to me. I just hooked it up about a half hour ago. It's a Yaesu FT-991 Alpha.
991 Papa, Roger.
991 Papa, Roger.
Yes, a 991 Alpha, Yaesu.
What's the nomenclature on the last? It's a 991 what?
What's the nomenclature on the last? It's a 991 what?
A 991A, 991 Alpha.
991 Alpha, Roger, Roger. Okay, Mark, why don't you give me about 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system, and I'll see if I can get you on my local antenna, Roger.
And tell me about your antenna system, and I'll see if I can get you on my local antenna, Roger.
Okay, I am on right now. Sloper configuration. This is just a temporary setup for me currently. I've got an 80 through 10 meter coming, but until I get that here, I'm running this as a temporary setup.
Yes, see, I got a beautiful copy. You're about 15 over on my my 90-degree 10-foot vertical magnetic loop. So if you're interested in our setup procedure, the first part would be to verify that you're in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandpass mode, TBW, transmit bandwidth. If you are, fine. If not, and you're not familiar with that, just make a note that you want to put that radio in the 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. Roger, Roger.
Okay, I just changed it. I am now in 100 to 2900.
Yes, sir. Okay. Then we move to your compressor. Compressor on at a 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100. Compression on, 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100. We're just looking for about a third of its capability, Roger.
Okay, stand by. I'm trying to find that in the menu here. Okay, I was actually already set up on 30. That's 30 out of 100.
Yes, sir. Okay, now move to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, stretch out the A. Don't stress it, just say it. Audio, like you would say any other word in the QSO. And adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 2/3. Roger?
Okay, stand by. I'm trying to find that in the menu here.
Look like you might be just a little bit warm right now.
Okay, when I say that takes me right up to an S9.
All right, so we're looking for 2/3 on the ALC meter, Roger. Just a little bit over halfway.
Okay, trying to find here. I've got the ALC meter. I just need to find the ALC. Hold on just a second.
Now you go just that with your mic gain. Your mic gain will determine your ALC reading, Roger.
Okay, copy that. Mic gain. And you said it should be at what when I say
It should be at 2/3 on your ALC meter as you adjust the mic gain control and say the magic word audio.
Okay, how's that sound right there?
Oh, a lot better. I think you were a little hot, Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger. That's bringing me up to about a S7, S8 when I say that.
Roger. Well, we're looking for 2/3 on the ALC meter. If that's 2/3, then we're there, Roger.
Yeah, that's pretty close. I could actually probably go down just a little bit more. Oh, there, I dropped it just a little bit more.
All right. Just out of curiosity, what is your actual mic gain say? Yeah, Mark, we might have doubled. Just out of curiosity, what does your mic gain say it is, out of curiosity?
Mic gain currently is set on 11. I believe that goes up to 100, 11 out of 100.
All right, just out of curiosity, I want you to put that on 30. I want you to put that on 30, and I want to listen to you at 30. And just tell me about the thing you like best about your radio, and let me listen to you for a minute.
Okay, I'm set up on 30 now. I like this radio because it is a shack in a box, VHF, UHF, along with HF, and it's got the backlit buttons, which is good for me. I do a lot of Parks on the Air stuff at nighttime, so it works out well for me. This is a mic gain of 30.
All right, pull it back to 25. Pull it back to 25, and tell me the best thing you like about ham radio.
Okay, I'm a mic gain 25 now, and this radio has a beautiful color display, and I'm on a mic gain of 25.
Alrighty, and so let's go to your equalization now, your equalization page, your tone control page. That's settings, sideband, transmit, Roger.
Okay, I am on equalization. I do have my speech processor on. Should that be on or off right now?
Should be on, sir. Should be on at a 30. Well, actually, you're running a 991A. I'm not really sure, but I think you said the input to that was 0 to 100, so it should be 30, Roger?
Right.
All right, so now tell me what kind of equalizer do you have? Is it a 3-band, 8-band, or what?
Okay, I'm looking here. I believe it is a 3-band equalizer.
Alrighty, now are those fixed points, or can you shift the frequency anyway, or is it just locked treble, mid-range, and high, Roger? Treble, mid-range, and bass?
So I can set my EQ1 frequency in hertz, and then I can set the EQ1 level and EQ1 bandwidth, and then the same for 2 and 3. If that makes sense.
Yes, sir. So you have can you give me on that treble EQ a bandwidth of 4? Treble EQ bandwidth of 4, Roger?
So would that be my EQ3?
Yes, the top one, treble.
Okay, on mine, treble would be the bottom one, I believe. That would be the level is 7, and I'm at 2800 hertz.
Can you change the frequency to 2.7K?
Okay, there's 2.7.
Excellent, excellent. And so how much are you boosting that right at the moment?
Stand by, I'm trying to find it here. Processor is set at 30. 30 out of 100.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so we want to be sure that's a 3-band EQ, and the mid EQ should be flat, plus or minus 0. It should be neither cut nor boost on your mid tone control, Roger.
Okay, looking here, mid would be level 0. What do you want my mid frequency set at?
It doesn't make any difference since you're not cutting or boosting that frequency. It doesn't matter what the frequency is because you're not doing anything with it, Roger.
Okay, roger, roger. I've got 1500, level is 0, and bandwidth of 1 for my mid-range.
Yes, and the treble EQ is at 2.7K, Roger?
2.7, bandwidth of 1, level is 7 out of 10.
Yes, so you want that bandwidth to be 4 on that 2.7K. So it should be 2.7K, bandwidth of 4, Roger?
Okay, I'm at 2.7K, bandwidth of 4, and level of 7.
Alrighty, and how much more boost do you have on that frequency, at that 2.7K?
You're referring to the level, correct?
Yes, sir. Can you go 10? Can you have 10 to deal with there?
Yes, there's 10 right there.
All right, pull it back to 9. Pull it back to 9.
Okay, there's 9. There's 9, right there's 9.
Yes, sir. Okay, and I want you to tell me about your antenna system there a little bit in about 10 seconds, and let me listen to you.
Okay, it's a 40 meter through 10 meter end-fed half wave. It is an MFJ antenna, model 1984. It's about, I want to say, probably 62 feet long. It's about a 15-foot counterpoise wire.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's go to your base frequency, and it's at what frequency at the moment, your base?
I'm at 1500 or 1.5.
No, your base, the low part. It should be like 200 cycles, 300 cycles, something like that.
Oh, my apologies. Okay, it's at 500.
All right, is that selectable? Can you give me 200 cycles? 200 cycles on that control?
Okay, there's 200 right there, 200.
All right, can you give me a width of 4?
Okay, there's a width of 4 at 200 cycles.
All right, and can you give me a +2 boost from where you are, +2 clicks boost from where you are on that base control? And let me listen to you.
Okay, there's a bandwidth of 4 +2 at 200 hertz.
I pull it back 1 click. Pull it back 1 click, Roger.
Okay, there's I dropped it from 2 to 1. I'm at 1 level, 200 hertz, bandwidth of 4.
Alrighty, now I want you to go back to your ALC and double check your level. And that is mic gain control, as you say the word audio, and we want 2/3 on your ALC meter.
Okay, I'm just above 2/3. I'm on a mic gain of 25 currently. Do you want me to drop that back just a little bit?
No, it sounds all right. Thing is, you know, whenever you do any equalization, you want to go back and double check your level. And that's your ALC meter. Your ALC meter is the Bible for that transmitter. And anytime you do equalization, you want to go back and double check that your level is still 2/3. Roger?
Roger. Now, one other thing that this radio has, or this microphone has rather, is, I don't know if you're familiar, a lot of these Yaesu mics have a 1 and a 2 switch on the back. I'm currently on the 2, which I think is supposed to be maybe a little bit more dynamic. Is that where you want me?
I'll tell you what, I like where you are, but, you know, let's find out. So I want you to give me a 10 count, and at 5, I want you to switch that switch. So you know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roger?
Okay, Roger. I'm on mic position 2 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's mic position 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Roger there, Mark. It sounds like it might have a little more bottom end, but I think we're EQ'd for the other one, so just put it back to the one that we had first. Roger?
Okay, Roger. I'm back on 2 here. Back on 2.
Alrighty, and let me see here. Let me give me the thing you like best about amateur radio, and let me look around and see if I can get you on one of the SDRs. Roger?
Roger.
SDRs, Roger.
Roger. So one thing, this hobby here is over to HF, VHF, UHF, APRS, slow scan TV, you name it. There is something in it for everyone. So hopefully you are able to pick me up on your SDR currently.
Roger, I have a better copy on my local antenna. Are you running 100 watts only, Roger?
Roger. I'm running 100 watts.
Yes, sir. Now, I guess our proximity is why my local antenna is so much hotter than the SDRs. They're up in Pennsylvania and down in Georgia and places like that. So, sounding great, buddy. If you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording, and it will be cut number 1 in a series of 2,300 QSO-VLOG aircheck recordings, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Roger, Roger. You are doing a great service here, and I really appreciate everything you're doing. Thank you so much. I did not ask, what is your location?
Yes, sir. We're down around Louisville. We're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Well, I'm not too far from you. I'm over here in Evansville.
Yes, sir. And that's why my local I'm on the dipole. No, I'm on my zero. I'm on my zero degree 10-foot vertical mag loop, and you are about 15 over, so a really great signal. Roger?
Yeah, you're about the same on me. You're about 15 over. I'm probably getting a little bit of NVIS going on here. This antenna is not up quite as high as I would like it, but like I said, this is a temporary setup for me until I get my 80 through 10 antenna up.
Roger, Roger. And I want you to do one other thing. I want you to leave your ALC meter out so you can look at it when you're transmitting, and for the next couple of weeks. I want you to be able to look at that ALC meter as you're talking, and I want you to put that ALC meter in the sweet spot just by voice control. And over a period of time, I think you'll develop a relationship there that you'll just be able to nail that level right exactly where it is, in the sweet spot all the time. Roger?
Okay, yes, I will do that. That sounds like a good idea to me. Now, I've been a ham for many years, but I'm fairly new to HF. I've only been doing HF for about a year now. My question is, if I would go with a different microphone, say I pick up a desk mic or a headset, do we have to do all of this again, or can I leave everything the same and then just adjust the ALC?
All right, you're using the hand mic with that radio right now?
Right, it's the one that came with it. It's a MH31 Yaesu hand mic.
Yes, sir. Okay, let me give you a thought about operating that hand mic. I want you to pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it. Pull it to the corner of your lips where it actually touches the corner of your lips, and just talk across it, and let me hear you that way for a little bit. Okay,
I am on the corner of my lip now, talking across the microphone. The ALC looks to be about the same, but I am talking across the mic at the moment.
Yes, sir. That's the best way to operate a hand mic, so you don't have any mouth noises. It minimizes the mouth noises, so you're not working directly into it. You're working across it. Roger?
Roger, Roger. I do have another question for you. Is this something? Do you do this daily, or certain days of the week? If I would get a new mic and I wanted to see how it sounded.
Usually just Friday afternoons from 3:30 till 5 on 7188, Friday afternoons. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Well, I got that written down. Like I said, I really appreciate what you're doing. It's a great service you're doing here.
Thank you, sir. And, when you change mics, you would have to, or you could have to change the EQ, but the most important thing would be to double-check your ALC for the proper operation here. There's no two mics are the same, and so when you switch mics, plan on double-checking your ALC level for proper operation of a new mic. Roger?
Roger, Roger. I will make note of that because there may be a headset and or a desk mic in my future.
Roger, Roger. So we'll tackle those as they come across. Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Now, are we set up more for pilot busting audio, or more for rag chewing audio, or somewhere in between?
You're very loud, and you sound really good. So I think that, my thing is to get your audio up to 80 to 85% average peak modulation. So you could get fatter, but then you get blurry, and your words get blurry, and so you're actually shooting yourself in the foot as your dynamic range moves from 3 dB to 2 dB or 1 dB. It just gets blurry, and so we want to keep crystal clear audio but loud. Roger?
Okay, copy that. Need to crystal clear but loud. I do a lot of parks on the air stuff, both activating and hunting. So, there are times when I get through pileups and stuff, but I've also got some friends that I rag chew with on here. So, sounds like you've got me set up good for an all-around audio settings.
Yes, sir, I think so. Just keep your eye on the ALC, and then try to keep that mic level in the sweet spot on your ALC meter. And there's another thing too. I seldom touch on this, but let's see how to put this. In my younger days in radio, I don't know. Did you ever hear the name Van Vance?
I have not.
He's a sports caster for WHAS, and I used to listen to him before I came to WHAS, and he was always just, this voice was just wall to wall, and he sounded like, he was 20 feet tall, and so when I came to HS and I was working the board, and he, the sports guys would come in and do their reports, and he came in, and I, turned his mic on, and he sounded just beautiful in the earphones, but when I pulled the earphones off, I couldn't hear him. And the thing I learned right there was, the more you project, the thinner your voice gets. The more you project, like a scream is loud because it's of one tonality. So the point is that sometimes, you might not want to talk quite as loud. Just pull your audio up just a little bit. Always watching your ALC meter to be sure you're in that sweet spot. But what I'm saying is, if you project a little less, you might, become three-dimensional, much more three-dimensional in your voice characteristics. Roger?
Roger. That makes completely good sense to me. Now, let me ask you this. Are you of the school of thought that the speech processor should always be on?
Yes, sir. Our setup is 3 dB, 3 level on that compressor, or a 30 level, depending on how it's labeled. It's just a third of the capabilities. It's nothing you'll ever hear on the air. It's very light, but it should be in there all the time, because not only does it's not doing a lot of suck up, like actually a 3 and a 6 are pretty much the same thing as far as compression is concerned, except, as far as the compressor actually working on the word. But on a 6, it'll try to suck up off the floor, and you'll hear this pump whoosh, whoosh, between your words. So a 3 doesn't do that, but it's working as much on the words as the 6 without the suck up. Roger?
Okay, yes, that makes good sense to me. So I've always been told that the processor is more of it's almost like having an amplifier. It kind of makes your signal more efficient.
Well, it does. It does, because it changes your ballistics just a little bit, makes you a little bit fatter. But we're only running a 3. We're not up there at a 9 or a 10 or anything like that. That's where that compressor would really, be sucking up between words, and you would be louder. But it's very uncomfortable to listen to that. A 3 is almost unperceptible. Roger.
Roger. Well, I tell you what, I have a lot to learn on this, and it sounds like you know what you're talking about. So I've taken copious notes here on everything that you've told me, and I'm going to store that in my computer so that if something would happen to this radio, I would know how to set it back up again.
Yes, sir. Absolutely there. And just keep your eye on that ALC meter, and, again, you'll develop a relationship with that and be able to just nail it right on that sweet spot all the time. So let me jump out of here. Mark, 73, sir. Thanks for dropping by. And, again, I'll have this uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. So 73, sir.
Hey, 73s, and thank you so much again, and we'll maybe catch you on here again in the future. Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. This is November 9, Papa Delta Lima. Thank you.
Roger, Mark 73. This is the Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.